Sharice, are you online? I see your smiling face.
Yes, I am.
Floor is yours.
Well, good morning, Chairman Bruce, President Allen, trustees and LU community. I feel reflective, but still excited to bring you my final message as AALU President. And while I am winding down my 4 years in this role, I am here to say that we are still busy and there is still a lot to talk about in terms of the 3 Ps that are the ingredients to our success: people, power, and participation. So first, people. Since your last meeting on February 8th, we have been celebrating our people, the LU community. We gathered in Baltimore for basketball and more, hosted by the Baltimore Metro chapter of the AALU. Thank you, Trustee Dix. The National Association partnered with the First Club and our Philadelphia chapter to provide cheer items to support our student athletes by creating a seawall of orange and blue in the stadium stands. Thank you, Harry Stinson, for helping us facilitate that. We also supported our littlest people, future Lions, by joining with the LU Royal Court and the SGA to visit 2 elementary schools in Baltimore, both with Lincoln alums as principals and leadership there. We read and donated 100 copies of the book Thurgood to the students, making sure, of course, that we emphasize that page that highlights Lincoln University. This was the Ways and Means Committee's annual Advancing the Legacy initiative organized by Yasmin Perkins, class of 2004. And I can tell you that the kids there from all ages were doing the LU 1854 chant over and over again. They were actually initiating it themselves. So it was a big win for our legacy. And while we were disappointed that our teams did not get the big win, the AALU continued to celebrate these student athletes in March at the Chester County AALU's Jazz Luncheon. We celebrated men's and women's basketball champs, as well as several other alums and friends, including our very own trustee Bertram Lawson, class of 98, and LU history professor Jordan Denson, class of 2009. The Philadelphia chapter's Frank Tick Coleman luncheon is coming up next weekend, where they will be celebrating our people, including our very own Ms. Deborah Johnson. So we're excited about that. Finally, we are getting ready for commencement, the biggest and best celebration of our people. The National AALU's Membership Committee and our New York chapter visited campus this past week for Senior Salute Day to welcome our class of 2025 into the Alumni Association. And on Saturday, May 3rd, I am honored to announce that the AALU will partner with the Office of Alumni Relations to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the graduation of Emeritus Trustee Dr. William Bennett, class of 1950. We have some special surprises planned, and you are all going to be invited, so stay tuned. You'll be hearing more about that. The second P is power, which is, of course, about money that fuels and empowers our mission. Registration is open for our 5th annual golf tournament. It will be Monday, July 21st, 2025. This year, we've moved to a new location, Deerfield Golf Course in Newark, Delaware. I'm asking for 3 things. 1, register. It's aalupa.org/golf. 2, donate. This is our signature event, and for the past 4 years, this has helped us move into one of the top 10 donor positions for the university, and there is definitely power when we all come together. And then finally, sponsor, or tell a friend about our need for sponsorships. Thank you to some of you are past sponsors and current sponsors already for this year. Trustees Love, Lancaster, Sebastro, and Archie are past sponsors. And thank you also, I'd like to say, to Trustees Clement Jones, Hancock, Board, Levis, and Dr. Allen for always showing up and supporting. This year, we are also partnering with Alumni Relations to reimagine Lincoln University Family Day, which is going to take place on the day before the golf tournament on that Sunday. So stay tuned for more information about that. And then lastly, I previously reported last time you met that that AALU leaders visited campus for some strategic conversations around developing an MOU with the university. We are still on track, and we hope to have that completed hopefully by commencement, but the intent is to create a framework and to make commitments to advance the mission of Lincoln together through increased alumni giving. Finally, the third P is participation. Mr. Chairman, I loved the presentations this morning, and it helped me since I was in this reflective mode to reflect on where we were 4 years ago when I came into this role. The participation around your table looked very different, as you already alluded to. And so on behalf of the alumni community, I want to thank you for your leadership in building the consequential board that you envisioned. And as your time on this board comes to an end, I share on behalf of alumni that we are grateful for your leadership. We are grateful for your service. I'm also especially grateful to you for allowing me this space in the beginning of your meetings when previously such public comments were expressly, and might I add, illegally prevented. Last month, the AALU completed its election cycle. Bonnie Bowser, class of '78, and her committee worked tirelessly, resulting in a new set of Alumni Association officers and 2 nominees to the board that I referred to you by letter, trustees Hancock and Board. So please join me in congratulating the new president of the AALU, Dr. Eric B. Coates, class of '88, my classmate, and Dr. Willoughby's your classmate. He's also a expert in educational leadership, so he's going to bring some great leadership skills to this role. And also we'll congratulate his vice president, Mr. Bilal Key, class of 2014, his secretary, Robin Hales, class of '89, and Rita McCaskill, class of 1991, who will be the treasurer. They have pledged a slate of excellence to bring to these positions, and that is their theme for the path forward. My term will end on June 30th, but I will stick around until July 21st to finish my responsibilities with the golf tournament. I will see you all, some of you at Tick Coleman. I'll see all of you on campus in 3 weeks for commencement. Always remember to reflect on LU people, power, and participation. And truly, it has been my great honor to serve as the National AALU President. Thank you.
Thank you, Teresa. And let me just say that first, thank you for presenting. Thank you for your support of me and this board. And thank you for your leadership. We took over at the same time, and those were not easy times.
No, they were not.
For the AALU, and we spoke many, many times, and we wanted to ensure that we had a strong partnership with the AALU, and I think we've gotten there, but as you know, nothing stays the same, so we have to continue to work at ensuring that we maintain that excellent partnership that we've developed. But again, thank you for your leadership, thank you for your vision. And I know that when you're in a volunteer position, it's not easy. And but yet you shepherded the AALU through those times, and congratulations to you. And let's give her a big round.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful meeting.
Dr. Pico and the rest of the AALU leadership. I say we on behalf of the board, but it won't be me. But thanks again. Yes, there's no doubt.